Okay, continuing our reading of the last servant song in Isaiah, and continuing with chapter 52 because it sets our expectations appropriately for what God is going to accomplish in chapter 53. You'll remember the last verse we read, eye to eye they see, that is, the watchman on Jerusalem's walls, the return of the Lord to Zion. The result, pitzchu ranenu, these are both imperatives, a kal imperative and a piel imperative. If it were an imperfect, you'd have a yeah on the front, but that's not what you have. Break forth, sing out together the choravot Yerushalayim, the waste places of Jerusalem. So the city's not rebuilt yet, but they should be rejoicing because God's coming, and because Necham, Yahweh has comforted his people, Gaal, he has redeemed Jerusalem. Probably prophetic perfects, the city is still a waste, but with chapter 53 coming, that's what's going to happen. Its good is done. Then chasaf, again, not a common verb, but if you check in chapter 40, verse 9 to 11, again, you get exactly the same verb. His holy, Yahweh has bared his holy arm. Chasaf means to bear or reveal before the eyes of all the nations. Now we're going to get Zeroah again in chapter 53 in a very interesting way. I believe his first name is Edward Young. His commentary on Isaiah, he argues that the arm of the Lord is Messiah, at least implicitly in these chapters in Isaiah. And I think he's right. Vera'u, everyone see the consecutive perfect for future consequence. He bears his arm, and the result, they see all the ends of the earth, the salvation of our God. So, God's going to accomplish a worldwide salvation in chapter 53. Just two more verses before we begin the servant song. Suru, suru, turn away, go away, something like that. Go forth from there. There here is Babylon, calling everyone. So far this has been happening around Jerusalem, but because Yahweh's going to redeem Jerusalem, now it's time to leave Babylon. Tame, an unclean thing, do not naga, don't touch, and that's just a kal imperfect. Go forth from her midst, and then the root here is barar, with a nifal imperative, be clean, those bearing the vessels of Yahweh. So poetically portraying all the people and all the returning exiles in a priestly role, and saying to all of them, don't defile yourselves in Babylon. For not in, and then chafat is a root that means haste, and this is just a noun, not in haste will you go forth, and not in flight, the root here is nous, in flight will you go, for going before you is Yahweh, and then the peel of Asaph to gather, it just means your rear guard. It gets used in the book of Exodus. Your rear guard is the God of Israel. So God is coming to his city Jerusalem, and he's personally escorting all the exiles home who are supposed to keep themselves clean on their way home. Okay, we're finally ready to enter the Holy of Holies in the book of Isaiah. We will pick this up next week. Thanks all.